Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the song Don't Give Up by Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush. So this is actually a song from my childhood. So I first heard this song back in 1986. So it's a song written by English musician Peter Gabriel and recorded as a duet with Kate Bush for his fifth solo studio album in 1986. It was called So. The song was actually inspired by the Depression-era photographs, which I'll show in a moment, from Dorothy Lane showing poverty-stricken Americans in these Dust Bowl conditions. Gabriel saw Lange's images in a 1973 book titled In This Proud Land. He felt that a song based on this was wholly appropriate to the difficult economic conditions at that time in England under the premiership of Margaret Thatcher. He composed lyrics about a man in the song whose unemployment causes stress in his domestic relationship. The verses sung by Gabriel describe the man's feelings of isolation, loneliness, despair, and the choruses sung by Bush focus around words of hope and encouragement as well. So I'm just going to pause for a second and grab those photographs from the Dorothy Lange work. All right, so what you're seeing is some photographs featured from In This Proud Land and Dorothy Lange. And these are from the Great Depression. This is one of the most famous photographs of the mom who's destitute with the two kids hiding their faces. So from a time where America was suffering pretty deeply, and I mean everybody was suffering in different parts of the world. People could literally starve to death during that period. It was horrible. Living in the Dust Bowl in the Great Depression. So we have some various photos here. Different cultures, different people just going through that era. Gripping stuff. All right, so I'm going to take it now and show the video. Okay, I just wanted to show you the initial scenes from the video, just so when I show the lyrics, you can see what it's based on. So I'll just show you some of the initial images from the video here.
In this proud land we grew up strong. We were wanted all along. I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail.
So he never thought he could fail. So let's look at the lyrics version of the song. And here's the lyrics version. And we have some beautiful scenes as we watch.
In this proud land we grew up strong. We were wanted all along. I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail.
So remember I told you that he's in this situation, he's lost his job and he's feeling like he just can't make it. There's very little fight left in him, and I really relate this to the times in the 2020s because a lot of people feel this way right now. This is a very relevant song. So if you are feeling that way right now and watching this, use this song for inspiration. It's beautiful and it touches the heart of the soul.
No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all deserted. I've changed my face, I've changed my name, but no one wants you when you lose. Don't give up, 'cause you have friends.
So Kate Bush is now giving Peter Gabriel reasons why he should hang in there and not give up, right? And she's with him, and she is standing by him. So check it out.
Don't give up, you're not beaten yet. Don't give up, I know you can make it good. Though I saw it all around, never thought that I could be affected.
So So he's saying that he didn't think that he would break down and be affected by the dark stuff that can happen in this life, but sadly, it's happening now. And I just love these scenes of nature with these lyrics. Just amazing and beautiful.
Thought that we'd be lost to go. It is so strange that
So he's remarking on how strange it is the ways things turn. You think you're on top of the world, and then things go really dark. So that's what he's remarking on.
things turn. Drove the night toward my
We got drove the night toward my home, so we're personifying night there, the place that I was born.
I was born on the lakeside. As daylight broke, I saw the earth, the trees that burned down to the ground.
So perhaps the imagery with the tree relating to his feelings internally, what he's going through with the lost job, and relating back to his childhood. So there's a lot of memory and imagery happening here.
Don't give up, we don't need much of anything. Don't give up, 'cause
So she's saying, you know what, buddy, you've still got me, we've got each other, and then she's inviting him to imagine that there's a place where they belong.
there's a place where we belong. Rest your head, you worry too much. It's gonna be alright. When times get rough, you can't fall back on us. Don't give up, please don't give up. Got to walk out of here. I can't take anymore. Gonna stand on that bridge, keep my arms down below. Whatever.
So even though she's reassuring him, he still feels really, really depressed, and his eyes aren't going to good things. So he's trying to be strong, but it's difficult for him.
May come, and whatever may go, that river's flowing, that river's flowing. Moved on to another town, tried hard to settle down for every job.
So he's saying how difficult it is once they move to a different town, how hard it is because there's so many men for the job. So you can really relate this song to the Great Depression because he can't find work even though they've moved to another job. There's so much competition.
So many men, no one needs. Don't give up, 'cause you have friends. Don't give up, you're not the only one. Don't give up, you need.
So she's bringing up the shame card here, saying it's no reason to be ashamed, right? Because we have these archetypes of what it is to be a real man and how real men don't cry, which is all garbage, by the way. Don't listen to that. And she's encouraging him to, have real human feelings and emotions and not feel ashamed that he can't get a job because so many other people are in the same situation.
Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up now, we're proud of who you are. Don't give up, you know it's never been easy. Don't give up, 'cause I believe.
So we got that repetition again and that fantastical element where there's a place where they belong, right? And hopefully they'll find it one day. But while you have hope, right, you have life. And while you have life, you have hope. There's a place where we belong. So what kind of beautiful world would it be where there was a place where we didn't have to worry about being debt slaves and worrying about materialism all the time, and we could be part of a community and matter. And this is what the indigenous people had, right? They had everybody part of the community, and the strong looked after the weak, and they were all part of communities, and they didn't have currencies. They didn't have to worry about this sort of thing. So some cultures have had this system made where they didn't have unemployment and all these things, right? So think about, the fantastical sort of imagery it's giving here about a place where this doesn't exist. So maybe there's a time and a place in history where this was this way, or a time and a place in the future. So she's letting his mind, render images of hope. So I'm going to end it there, and I think I should recommend to you that it's okay to dream, it's okay to hope, it's okay to feel things, because things will get better, things will improve every day. This is the Stoic quote, should be viewed as a separate day. And I'm just going to leave you with that Stoic quote. So the quote I want to leave you with is, begin at once to live and count each day as a separate life. So this really puts things in perspective. When things are hard in your life, if you can take one day, 1 minute, 1 hour at a time and view each day as a separate life and live that life as best you can in every moment to be an amazing, awesome, beautiful person that is humble and kind and has integrity, altruism, and listen to the beautiful advice in Peter Gabriel's song. And we will see you in the next video.